Many thanks to the EA Creator Network for the early access code for the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 1 and the introduction to my Fairy Paupers Let's Play. And if you're returning, welcome back. So this is going to be like a loose rags to riches. Loose in that we are starting with no money, but we do have a very sparsely furnished home. It doesn't even have all of the things, but it has some basic things in there, especially some stuff for our toddlers, because we do have 4 Sims in our household. We have the dad, Cody, his teen sister, Kenzie, and the toddler twins. We have Rowan and Glenn. So Glenn is over here in the swimsuit. So bit of background. Cody's wife, who isn't in the picture, kept her magic a secret from him. He's a fairy. And she disappeared shortly before the twins aged up to toddlers. So Glenn, who is the little one over there in the swimsuit, got her eyes and her magic, while his twin Rowan, who's the redhead, got their father's fairy gene. So Cody's teen sister Kenzie is here because Cody has been raising her since their parents died in a car crash. So she's here and she's helping out, you know, sort of to return the favor, but also she's living here because he has been raising her since that happened. So that's the 4 of our Sims in the household. I can put them on the gallery if you would like. So Cody is a young adult, and he is a mystical plant lover genius, and he has a quick learner trait from doing a knowledge aspiration, specifically the elixir enthusiast one that comes with this pack, one of 3 that come with this pack. His teen sister Kenzie, who is right here, she is mystical and loves the outdoors, and she has the collector trait from choosing a nature aspiration, and specifically the one she chose is nature nomad. So that's what she has. And our little toddler Rowan over here, our little fairy, he is independent, and I see he's a wanderer. We already have that quirk. And Glenn is inquisitive, and he has the weak bloodline, which I just cheated onto him because I just created them. So that way I could guarantee I had a fairy and a spellcaster for them as the backstory for them. So as I had said, the family is starting with no money, and it is on a partially furnished lot. It's in the coast of Adhmor neighborhood, and the lot we're on is 1 Maury Shores Road, and I bulldozed the lot that was here and placed their placed it here, the house that they have, and this is a 30 by 20 lot. So we'll take a quick look. I'll show a screenshot so you can see where they're living in the whole world with little pop-ups so you can see it. And now that you've seen that, let's take a look at the house and what we have. So this is sort of the base house I use a lot, though I've edited it because I usually tend to take the shell and then just change it up, sometimes change some things in it, the shape and all that stuff. So we have a little pond over here, but when I've been testing it, this pond doesn't let you swim in it. It's not set up properly. It's too deep and not enough shallow spots around the outside. So we can't use it for doing any of the nature nomad things in it. But we do have a little fairy home. We do have a dumpster because I do have, as you probably would have seen from the picture, I do have the reduce and recycle lot challenge on. So we do have this woodworking bench so we can make some more things once we have money and some handiness skill. And we have this cheap couch. There's 1 live house plant, which is currently healthy, and a rocking chair, and a toy box, a fireplace, a bookcase, which I bought a few toddler books and a handiness book before I set their money to 0. And the toddlers for now can eat with this little lunch box because that's all we have for food. And there's a table and chairs. This fridge they can't use because it's the one that comes with the restoration workshop kit. So they need to get the handiness skill to build it. There is a, we don't even need it because we don't have there's a smoke detector, but we don't really need it. I suppose we have fireplace, but there's that. And then we have like essentially an unfurnished bedroom, which will eventually be Kenzie's because we don't have a bed there. and we had to sell it. But anyway, we don't have a bed. And we have this for holidays, because I do have some holidays set up. Here's the toddler's room, which they have a tent, play tent, so they can work on stuff in there. And they can sleep in there. Sometimes I find they don't sleep in the beds very well, but they'll sleep in the tent. But sometimes it's good to have an actual bed for them, and potties, and one set of toddler blocks, set of presents, and one bed that is Cody's. I don't know if it's actually set up for anybody. And then we do have a dresser and this pot plant, and then basic bathroom. So fun fact, I actually tried to have them live on the lot that was here, but it's like a 1-bedroom lot that's already built, and it just wasn't going to work. But I took some of the stuff and put it into the family inventory and then placed my lot. So some of the furniture is actually from that lot. Like, I think these two things, the plant, the table and chairs, probably this toilet and sink, and the end tables, I think, and then even this pot plant was here. So I ended up using it in this version of the build. So there's a few elements from that build that are here, but it's even like this counter was there, but I didn't keep the counter and like the fridge and the stove. But yeah, so that's all that remains from the house that was originally here. So, but moving on, we have some goals for this Let's Play. So one goal is to raise our toddler twins to the teen stage, and specific goals for them that they have to do to get to like child and then to teen, which we'll go over after we go over the main goals. So Kenzie will have goals of completing Scouts, the goal-oriented aspiration and the admired icon aspiration from the high school years, and having at least 4 or 5 character values in a positive range before she ages up to a young adult. And I'm going to work on the 3 new aspirations that come with this pack. So that's Fairy Stories, the aforementioned Elixir Enthusiast, and Nature Nomad. So I want to get to at least the first tier of each aspiration completed with Cody and or Kenzie. If we can finish it, we will. But our timeline is getting the toddlers to the teen stage. So that's how much time we have to do whatever we can get done in that time. So Cody will join the apothecary career. I may not have him join right away. I haven't really decided. And we're going to see how high he can get. And I'm not sure if the bug with Sims not getting promoted will impact on this, because I don't think it's affecting everybody. So I don't know if it'll affect him or not. We're going to complete as many of the fables as we can, and we're going to try and make one of each apothecary item, because we're obviously going to work on that skill and the natural living skill, because those are needed for those other 2 aspirations. And then for the rags to riches gameplay element, we're going to try to get to the 3rd tier of the fortune aspiration at a minimum. So we're going to try to complete tiers 1 and 2 at a minimum, but it's not really a goal to get really wealthy. We're going to just do what we can. So the goals for the twins, so they have to max all the toddler skills and get as many of the toddler milestones as possible before we age them up to a child. As children, we want to complete all 8 aspirations, which is 4 base game and 4 from growing together. And then we have to join Scouts and earn as many badges as possible. And we're going to keep them in Scouts the entire time this save. So even if they finish it, we're not going to take them out. And then we need to have at least conflict resolution in a positive range before aging up to a teen. Because that's the one I find without a mod, at least, it's impossible almost to get positive, which is why I'm only going for 4 with Kenzie, unless I add my mod that lets them work on conflict resolution, which right now I'm playing mod free, but I'm sure at some point I will have added mods, but not yet. So my plan is to hopefully eventually move this family to my expansion legacy save and have the twins, when they're teens, join my legacy family in my upcoming expansion pack Legacy Enchanted by Nature Generation Let's Play. However, at the time that I'm doing this right now, I'm currently holding off on going into that save until that pregnancy bug is fixed for sure, and then also all of my mods that I don't want to play without are cleared. I think most are already, but I haven't really gone through the whole thing, so I don't have any. Like I said, I know MCC is cleared and UI Cheats has been updated, and quite a few of my mods have been updated. I just usually like to play mod free initially, so we're playing mod free. So the rules is that it's a very loose rags to riches format, so we're starting with no money, but we have a home. We can make money using any options the game allows, although we'll try to make some money from the pack features where we can, and as I mentioned above, I will be having Kenzie do the admired icon teen aspiration. So she will list her 5 trendy outfits for that aspiration. She's going to use a 10 times markup, which will let us make some money, but we're not going to really take advantage of it. But I won't be going overboard using trendy to make money. And I do have general rags to riches, but we're, not really doing too much of that because we are at least starting with the house. Because I'll be going full-blown rags to riches in my actual generation 1. They won't start with anything. My main goal is to get these twins to the teen stage and explore some of the pack. So I didn't want to go full-on rags to riches here, since we'll already be doing that later. So that's it. I will have a blog post that will all be written out so you can see it there. And let's actually try and maybe do something. Let's see. Kenzie, you need to catch a fish. And there is fish in this neighborhood. This is also the neighborhood with the gnome. And of course, I do have the luck and the balance enabled. So she has ordinary luck on an ordinary day, and she's balanced. So we could try fairy flying here. Instantly, I keep calling it fairy flying. Instantly fly here. And here we can, we have that. Let's see. We're going to read the statue description. Here we go. I'm not going to read that about the quests. We got 400. Oh, we're actually getting money for these. Okay, well, sometimes I find I don't get any of the rewards, and other times, maybe I won't get the rewards, but we got the money at least to get started. So now we can craft something on our woodworking table. She has earned fairy experience and has begun her journey down a path of wonder and magic. She can earn more fairy experience by performing fairy-related interactions, including shrinking and interacting with objects or using fairy abilities. Okay, so there's that. And we're not doing and then we acquired the thinking skill. So we're waiting for that statue description to come up, and let's see. Oh, Cody has good luck. You know what? You guys are fine. Why don't you guys play together? We'll start with you playing with your brother. You don't have a very good relationship with anyone. How about Rowan? Yeah, see, there's fairies and spellcasters. They don't start with the best relationship with each other. So poor little Glenn doesn't have a very good relationship with anyone in the family. So we'll have to work on that. And I have holidays set up. So we have spring break, which is a day off for these 4 days, but I am sending her to do her exam on Friday, so I didn't make that a holiday. And then Sunday is bunny day, so we actually have the bunny. So these days, the first 2 days, we have decorate, egg hunt, holiday gnomes, thankful spirit, and I will add open presents, but I don't like to put that in advance because they get all energized, and I didn't necessarily want that. And the same things for Tuesday, but by Wednesday, I got rid of the gnomes, and instead we have gardening, and the same thing for Thursday. Whereas Sunday, we have an egg hunt instead of the gardening or the gnomes. And again, I'll add open presents, because I like that. It's fun. But we won't, we'll just open one present a day kind of thing, and not go overboard with that. So maybe they'll get some things they need for their very, very empty kind of house that they have. So you guys can play together. And you, Cody, what we were starting to do, I was starting to look for the fishing until I noticed that we didn't have very good luck, or we only had basic luck, not good luck. And we have a little park area over here, which has these swings, which I don't actually like swings because I find my Sims get nauseous. I don't use them very much. And there is the water. Okay, so here's the fishing down here, and you can sell or buy fish here. We can't sell any fish because we have no fish to sell, and you can read the captain's quarters policy. So why don't we have him instantly fly here? And that will help him. Okay, now we have this message here. The Great Gnome was built as a symbol of hope between Sims and gnomes several decades after the end of the Gnome Wars. one of the most significant historical events in the coast of Adhmor that shaped the cultural landscape seen today. The gnome wars are the primary reason gnomes can only be brought to life temporarily, as well as why the Fairy Council was formed and advocates for limited fairy abilities usage in this area. Hopefully flying is okay. So here, we're going to read the captain's quarters policy. And then we're actually going to switch him over to the fishing aspiration briefly so that this spot counts. I think this is the only fishing spot I found in this area. And then the fairy area, which I can't remember the exact name of it, I didn't find any fishing over there. And I haven't looked in the other area. Okay. Oh, I see. Here's the message. Captain's quarters prioritize supplying Innisgreen with top-tier fish. To support this mission, any sim who chooses to sell fish at Captain's quarters will receive extra simoleons as a thank you for selling great or excellent quality fish. I wonder if there's any, like, if it's just always open, if we can anytime sell it. So we're going to, like I said, to start with, we're going to switch over off of this. We have to forage for apothecary ingredients, but we need to be, like, a level higher for our apothecary skill. And then with this one, he's the one who's going to do that because he's going to do this nature path career. I could wait until he has enough points to get him connections, but we might just go through it at the, like, from the beginning in his case, just to check it out. The fairy one, we have a fairy journey. We have already become a fairy. We have to throw 3 fairy dance parties with the fairy home and befriend 2 fairy sims. That's the part that will definitely get done. This one we'll have to see because we have to reach the glimmering fairy rank, which I'm not sure how high that is. And this visit the Mossville Fairy Hub and use it 3 times is it easy to do because we'll go there because you can get fairy dust from there. Because I have played a little bit just to explore the pack so that when I'm playing here, you know, we're not... we can see a little bit better, quicker. So we're going to go on Angling Ace to start with so that when he fishes, it'll count for the 1 location. And then we're going to do the same with Kenzie, who's gone back home. What are you doing? You're splashing in the water. Okay, well, we'll let... He's counting for this. We'll worry about the catching fish later. For now, we actually want to get the catch a fish for this. We don't have a plant to harvest right now, and we have to forage for food, but that requires you to be level 2 of the natural living skill. Okay, so Kenzie, I actually was going to get you to try and ask for good luck, but here she is playing in the sink. And she wants to find an item from the Innisgreen ingredient collection, and she wants to plant something. Well, we'll get to that, but not right now. Okay, you guys, you're still playing, and you're playing. I can't remember who I asked. Well, I can see here. He's not. He needs to do the play with. Okay, they're both out, so they're still. Are they finally out? Okay, play with. It only counts for playing with for 1. Okay. So we will go back to Kenzie because we still only have ordinary luck. And we're going to actually come here and instantly fly here. And this time I'll pay attention to her. We were off doing that and then just like a teleport, which is good except for that. We're going to ask Great Gnome for good luck and see if we have any luck with doing that. So she's, because she only has ordinary luck, and maybe she'll have more luck fishing if she has good luck. We'll see if she gets it. They're both happy, so they should probably do so. Oh, I don't know that she got it. That doesn't look very successful. I have to say. The Great Gnome is quite busy and has ignored Kenzie's request for good luck at this time. She may try again in a day. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We're going to have her go temporarily onto the Angling Ace. I like to aspiration swap, so we're going to do this. And we're going to go to where Cody is to make it easier. We're going to have her instantly fly here. And then we're going to have her go fishing. I have a club gathering going, that's why it's going together. And she's got the fish in 1 location. So we're going to switch her over to the nature nomad. And actually, speaking of that, we should put him off of this because he's caught his fish. So any other fish, we may as well have it count towards the angling ace aspiration. But I figured we, you know, our primary goal is to work on the nature nomad. So I thought we would start with getting that first fish to count for that. And you're going to catch another fish, or is this going to be nothing? You do have good luck. At least one of you have good luck, so that's good. It's not a fish, but it's still something. What is it? We got did good luck help Cody catch a kitchen upgrade part, or did he imagine it? So it looks like Cody has felt the effects of a great deal. Oh. So, no, he didn't. Felt the effects of luck for a good time. Good luck and bad luck have a chance to impact the results of a sim's actions, for better or for worse. If desired, there are ways to temporarily change a sim's luck. Otherwise, luck changes every day. So, and it can be disabled in the game options, as can the balance, which are both balanced. But fun fact, I played when I was testing. And teens, if you have parenthood and they come home from school in like a mood swing, all that turns their balance totally off, and then they get ailments. So if you're playing with a lot of teens, you might want to turn it off. Okay, so Kenzie got a waffle cone, the llamacorn talking toy, and we got a bluebell, so we can plant that. And Rowan got, are you guys talking to each other? Well, that's good. Maybe you can build your relationship with each other. Blow a kiss. Oh, it is so cute. Look at them. Well, your needs are not... Your needs are okay. Okay, we're gonna babble. And you know what? You're not independent, but you're independent. But you don't have to go potty as much as he does. You finally made your first friend in the house. Good. At least you guys are friends with each other now. Blow a kiss. Babble. That's good. And why don't you really don't need anything. Why don't you go potty? And Glenn, you're not going to get far enough. We're going to have to come home and help you potty train you. Someone's going to have to come back to do that. But you can start, I've heard, you can learn some potty skill by watching your brother use the potty. But you need to get to level 2 to go on your own. So we may not get very far with that. We got some time back. I don't know if that really helps with the fishing, to be honest. The bad luck might make it worse. We're going to friendly activities watch Rowan. You just have to get there. Someone's going to have to come home. I don't see a little thing going over his head. No, he is that level 1. Where is he? I think maybe he's at 3% complete. So can we do it again? Yes. Let's keep working on this. Oh, no. It doesn't actually have it now because he's still doing it. Now it's probably there. I just wish they would just watch until they finish. I'm going to sit here and keep doing it. It's kind of a nuisance, I have to say. It's not getting very far. We got another bluebell. All right. Well, that's good. Well, he's still using the potty, so I'll keep doing this while they're fishing. Okay. Well, someone needs to go home, but what we're going to try and do first is sell the fish. Oh, I guess we can buy fish because we have some money. I'm not sure how well we're going to use the toilet. Yes, you can like fishing. She can keep fishing. And you can go home and... Alright. I thought we were supposed to get more money. I can't see that. This was the value of it. I don't think we got a bonus. I have to say, it doesn't look like we got a bonus. Alright, well, we got the money, and we're gonna head home by instantly flying there. And then, well, now that you're home, you're going to ask for potty help from your daddy. You don't have a very good relationship with. Or not. Well, I'll work on that, but we're gonna leave this part here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!